Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So I got something different today. We did the full gameplay for this one just because honestly, I have never had a MALZ game go like this. I know MALZ is kind of boring, so if you're interested in watching just a mindlessly farming, doing insane damage with just using my E. Honestly, this game isn't like, it's just so stupid. We didn't die once. We got like 12 kills, something like that. Over 300 CS. I think we had like a 200 CS gap between us and the other mid laner. It was honestly so stupid. We did the most damage in game, but hopefully you guys do enjoy. This is a ranked game. We're doing the rank to diamond, so hopefully you guys do enjoy this. And if you did, don't forget to drop a like and comment. Okay, peace.
Things because there's really no reason to, because you found some sort of success. And with me, it was my YouTube channel and posting videos and having people that genuinely wanted to watch them. I was super happy that I had that success, and at first it was super exhilarating and super different because I was doing something new. But now, after 2 years, it's kind of like I've been doing the same thing and it works and it's successful, and there's no reason that I should be complaining about it or trying to find something new, because where I'm at is perfectly fine with me. But I think that's a trap that people fall into, is when you find some sort of success, it's almost worse than not finding any at all, because once you get to a place where you're comfortable with, you kind of lose that motivation. And I think over the last 2 years, that's something that has happened to me. I've lost the motivation to try anything new or do anything different or be different in any way. And it's something that's been kind of eating at my brain for the longest time, because since I have found the success that I have on YouTube, I was terrified that if I tried anything new or did anything different, that you guys would not like me or would not watch my videos, or something catastrophic would happen. And it's just something that I've always been, I don't know, I guess kind of afraid of in a way. And with all that being said, I don't want you guys to get too worried. I'm still gonna do camping videos, cooking videos, and all that kind of stuff, because I genuinely do love doing it and it is very fun. So don't get too worried. I'm not gonna be stopping doing this or doing something completely different. It's just I kind of needed to find a better balance between my professional life here on YouTube and my personal life with my girlfriend and my friend and my family, and getting some sort of routine and balance in that area of my life. And for me, that kind of just means having more of a stable home base to go to, because being on the road full time doesn't really lend itself to building a life of more routine where I can be there more for the people that are around me. And genuinely, this is probably one of the scariest things I've done in my YouTube career, for me mentally at least, because I've been so terrified of what would happen if I did this, that you guys would not watch me anymore, or not like my videos, or think I'm just trying to up and change up my style once I made it to where I wanted to be. And I was actually so scared of being open and honest about this part of my life that I was genuinely gonna lie to you guys and just try to keep it under wraps while I was still out here living in the van. And that thing is that I am renting a place in San Diego with my brother. And my brother's been living there for about a month and a half, and I've been there a couple times. I went there back home when I had the van shipping from Seattle, and then I had a vacation there with my friends on my birthday last week, which was August 20th. So yeah, I took a little bit of time off. But the reason that I was so afraid to tell you guys is because I had built my entire channel on the idea of full-time van life, which, don't get me wrong, I still love. With having this house, it's more so of a home base, just somewhere that I can go back to when I'm not filming, that isn't my parents' basement bedroom, so I can have a little bit more stability when my girlfriend flies out. We can have somewhere to sleep that isn't in the back of the van in a Walmart parking lot, because as much as I like doing that, it's not really conducive for a long-term relationship or anything like that. So I will still be traveling in the van and staying in the van and living in the van, but I now have a place to go back to. And I want to just say that from the bottom of my heart, I am forever grateful for you guys, because without you guys watching my videos and supporting me, I would not be able to have the place that I have rented right now. So it really means a lot to me, and I'm really glad that I ended up making the decision to kind of just put it out there that I have a house, that I have a place that I can go back and stay at, as opposed to trying to hide it and build an illusion that I'm still living in the van full time, because I want to be my true self and as authentic as I can on this platform. But with all that being said, one of the main reasons why I got the house is so I could do something different and change up the channel a little bit. And don't worry, I'm not going to be completely changing my style. As I said, I'm still going to be going out, doing camping videos, cooking a bunch of food, traveling all over the place. So it's not a full 180. I'm not doing something completely different. The main reason that I actually got this place with my brother is because I'm building out a Japanese Daihatsu truck camper. It's a mini truck, and these are the first designs. I'm using the exact same process that I used for building out the interior of my van for this truck, and that all starts with getting my designs and ideas on paper. So this is the right hand side of the truck. It's going to have almost everything I have in my van, just a little bit smaller and a little bit more lightweight. It's got my pantry, my spices, my stove, fridge, faucet, sink, a bed that's going to kind of come out on rails, some mule bags for storage, and all the stuff that I need to cook super good meals in. And then this right here is the left side, so I've got a couch, some storage, my toilet, and then my entire electrical system in there, and then some more storage bags up top on the other side of the bed. And then this is kind of the top-down view of both of the sides, and then the door that's going to come in from the back. So that is going to be my next project on this channel. I'm going to be doing a full build series, which is something that I really wish I had done with this van. I didn't, because I wasn't doing social media, and I wasn't ever planning on doing social media when I first built this van. And with the house, one of the main reasons why I got it was, one, so that I could have some stability, and two, so that I could have a place to start out my next project and build this truck camper. But either way, the place that I'm renting is just a temporary place for me to stay at while I'm building the truck, and to try to work on some things, to get myself out of my own comfort zone, try new things, and kind of evolve as a human and as a creator here on this platform. So again, I just want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I promise you I'm not giving up on anything about this channel. We're just trying out something new. I'm trying something different, and maybe it'll become something cool and good, and this channel will evolve, or maybe it won't. I don't know. I'll never know unless I try. So this is me doing that. But with all that being said, I do have a month and a half till my truck is delivered, so I'll probably go on maybe 1 or 2 more big trips in the back of the van, drive some cool scenic route, or do some big long road trip going to a bunch of the different states that maybe I haven't gone to yet. So before the truck camper gets here, I'm kind of using the house as like a home base for me to come back to whenever I'm not filming videos or out on the road doing some long road trip or something like that. Leave a comment for where you guys want to see me go on my next road trip while I'm waiting for my truck camper. Can be anywhere in the country. I have about a month, so pretty much open to any suggestion. Maybe somewhere I haven't been yet. But now that I've got all that off my chest, we're out here at this beautiful campsite. It wouldn't feel right to waste it, so got my table set up. Van's all ready. I picked up some groceries in the morning. Let's cook some dinner. And also, if you guys stick around to the end of the video, I'll take you guys down to the house, show you the garage and where I'm going to be building up the truck camper. Because I'm heading down there tomorrow morning because my sister and her husband flew out to hang out for the weekend. So I'll take you guys down there to see it. Quick segue before we cook dinner about changing and out of your comfort zone. 2 days ago, I went out and I filmed a video with another YouTuber. It was actually my first collab that anyone's reached out to me for on YouTube. He makes very different style videos than I do. It's more so challenge type videos, and he wanted to kind of go through a day in the life living in the van while also incorporating some challenges that we had to complete along the way. And it's definitely very different from my style of video and anything that I'm comfortable with. So it was really cool to go out with him. His name is Noah, or if you watch him on YouTube, Simplistic. And he kind of forced me to get out of my comfort zone and do a bunch of kind of cool stuff in the city, driving around in the van. So go check that video out. It's on his channel. I'll link it in the description. And also shout out to Noah for, at the end of the video, he actually gifts me $500 in Bass Pro Shop gift cards. So that's really great. We'll use these for another video at some point. We'll go get something cool and maybe go out and camp somewhere and use these or something. Anyways, let's make some dinner. I think for dinner tonight, we're gonna do some fried bang bang chicken. If you've ever heard of bang bang shrimp, it's essentially exactly the same thing, but instead of shrimp, it's chicken. So first things first, we gotta cut this chicken into pieces. And I don't know what's been going on, but it's been so hard for me to find chicken thighs. Finally found some at the store the other day, but every time I've gone previous to that, I haven't been able to find them. I'm basically gonna cut all this chicken up into little cube-sized pieces, and we're gonna season it up and cook it. And I'm just cutting up all this chicken because I definitely want to have some leftovers, because I feel like this one's gonna be really good. There we go, chicken's all cut up. Sunset out here is gonna be beautiful too. So now we've got our chicken all cut up. There's buttermilk that I brought. Pour it on the top. Take the chicken. Let me soak in that. And then wash my hands. So, to our buttercream mixture, we can add some garlic powder, some onion powder, a little bit of paprika, and then some salt and pepper. And then we can give this a stir and let those soak for about 20 minutes. And now that we've been letting this sit for just about 15-20 minutes, cornstarch mixture that we're going to be kind of dipping them in, ready over here on the plate. So I think we need just about a cup of cornstarch. That. Hit that with some garlic, a little bit of paprika, onion powder, and then some salt and pepper. Then we can get that all nice and mixed together. And then take our chicken out of here and get them all coated up with this cornstarch mixture. And we'll just repeat this for all of the pieces of chicken until they're all completely coated in cornstarch. Just like that, we got them all covered. While I was doing that, I got some oil heating up. Threw a little test piece in there. I think it's hot enough, so go ahead and throw these in there, get them frying up. We're gonna have to do this in a few batches because got a lot of chicken in here. Alright, so I think this first batch is done. I took a few of the smaller pieces out a little earlier because they cooked a little faster. And now, let's repeat this process with all of the chicken So it's all nice and crispy golden brown like these ones. And just like that, 20 minutes of frying later, we've got beautiful golden brown fried chicken nuggets that are rated, ooh, that smells so good, that are ready to be coated in their bang bang sauce. So I think typically for the sauce you use Kewpie mayo or Kewpie mayo, however you say it. But they didn't have any at the store, so we're using regular mayo as the base. Put that in there. I'm just kind of eyeballing this. Since they didn't have Kewpie mayo, I just got some yum yum sauce to throw in there as a little mayo additive. And then we'll add some of this Thai sweet chili sauce. Like that. And then again, something you've seen a lot on this channel, recently at least, some hot pepper paste. Just a little bit of that though. Throw that in there. And we can mix all that up. And then we're gonna toss the chicken in it. And that looks absolutely beautiful. Now we can take our chicken, add it into the pot, and then take our mayo mixture, dump it on top, shake it up, and get them nice and coated. And there we go. That is our beautiful bang bang chicken dinner. And then the final thing we gotta top these with is some fresh chives that I obviously cut off the middle. That is our bang bang chicken in the mountains of Southern California. It's delicious. So, got our table set up. Let's go eat it outside. Can't do dinner without a Diet Coke or Coke Zero. So, even with having a house, I don't think you could stop me from coming out here as much as I can to experience stuff like this, because it is truly amazing the different views and landscape that America has. I eventually want to go travel over to different countries and travel in different vehicles over there. But interviews don't get much better than this. So I'm starving. Cheers. That is so good. I remember the first time I had bang bang shrimp. I forget the exact restaurant, but I remember where it is in my hometown. And it stuck with me ever since because it was one of the best dishes I've had. And when I was a kid, it was one of the first dishes that I ever ventured out and tried something different than chicken tenders and french fries. So this is on par with that meal. This is so good. And it's getting a little windy up here too. Feels good. It was a little bit hot earlier, but it's really starting to cool off now. And I didn't think I was going to be able to finish all of this, but honestly, I'm pretty hungry, so I might. But I won't let you guys sit here and suffer through me finishing the rest of my meal. So after I finish this, probably hunker down in the van, hang out for the rest of the night. I will catch you guys in the morning. Morning. I've been awake in the back of the van for about an hour, but it is starting to get a little bit hot back here because it is almost 9 a.m. So the sun is fully out and it's kind of baking down inside of the van, baking it hot. So we got to get up. I actually got really cold last night. I had to put on a whole sweatshirt, sweatpants, took them off this morning when it started to get hot. Another night, successful camping out here, Southern California. Left all my stuff outside last night. Wow, it is so quiet out here. And I think that's actually a trail that goes down all the way through that valley. And I don't really understand why, but I always get people constantly commenting saying that it's crazy to drink a Coke first thing in the morning. But I don't know why. Maybe it's because I've had them so many times. But when I wake up, I almost always crave either a Diet Coke and or a coffee. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. Also, yesterday when I got to this campsite that we're at, it's kind of down this weird sand lot just off the road back there. I pulled. Oh, I pissed myself. Anyways, I pulled into that lot down there, which is like the trailhead for some. I'm guessing the trail that I was looking at down there. And I was gonna stay in that lot, but when I got there, it was super unlevel, and I just didn't think I was gonna get a good night's sleep. And I had read online that there's this little sand pit that we're in right now up here. I just didn't know whether it was gonna be loose sand or not, so Pulled down there first, didn't like it, and then came up here, and luckily it's all compacted and hard up here, so it's a lot nicer to sleep on a piece of level ground than have to sleep on a tilt. I think it's time to head to my place down in San Diego, where I'll show you guys the garage, and then I'm going to meet up with my sister and her husband, and eventually go out and do some more camping, and maybe a catch and cook if the weather's good with them this weekend. So I'm going to get all this cleaned up, and I will check in with you guys when I get down there. Welcome to the garage area that I will be building my micro truck camper in. There is one thing that I'm not sure of, is that I'll be able to fit it in this garage because it's not very tall. The micro truck itself would 100% fit in here. I just don't know if it'll fit in here with the camper shell on the back, and my driveway is kind of sloped, so that's something I got to figure out still. But as you can see, I was here 2 days ago, put a bunch of my stuff that was cluttering up the back of the van right over here, and then the townhouse itself is through the storage, a little courtyard in there. In there. Looking back on it, I guess I'm not really sure why I thought you guys would hate me and stop watching my videos if you knew that I had a place that I come back to occasionally, do whatever else I need to do when I'm not living out of the back of the van, which I still plan to do a lot of the time. I still plan to do a bunch of trips and travels, as I said before. But yeah, it finally feels good to get here and show you around my brother and I space, not just my brother's house, which is what I have been saying on the channel because I didn't know if I wanted to say anything about the house, but here we are. So that's it. Leave a comment, let me know where you guys think I should travel next. As I said, I got about a month left until the truck gets here, so got some time to do a little bit more traveling. As always, I truly appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, think about clicking that subscribe button. It really does help out the channel, and I will catch you guys next time. So, I've got all my bags packed, and the van is all cleaned up. I had to get rid of my propane tank and some other things, but today is our last day in the beautiful state of Alaska. So last night we slept in this beautiful Walmart parking lot with a nice view of the mountains just outside of Anchorage. And I'm actually in a rush right now because I woke up an hour and a half late because my alarm didn't go off, and I was supposed to be at this place to drop off my van an hour ago so that I could make it to my flight on time, which is at 12. So now we're kind of in a race against time to get my van to the port so that I can ship my van home, and then from the port to the airport so that I can ship myself home. So I actually arrived in the beautiful city of Anchorage yesterday, and I couldn't leave Alaska without at least attempting to catch some fish and do a catch and cook. So yesterday I spent pretty much the entire day fishing for Alaskan salmon. So after I got down to Anchorage, I went over to a bait and tackle shop, rented some waders, a fishing pole, some lures, and headed down to this place called Ship's Creek to see if I could catch myself a silver salmon to cook for the night. And apparently there's a different technique for when you're fishing salmon. So after I waded out into the water, you have to like let out some line on your fishing line, close your bail, and then you kind of just flick it out there over your head, and then just drag it in with your fingers as opposed to reeling it in, and then just kind of flick it out again over and over and over and over again. And the entire river was like overcrowded with people. So when I first got there, I went over to the side of the river where there was no people, and I just kind of practiced my casting because I didn't want to get in people's way and annoy people with being the newbie. And then after I got that down, I went over and I joined the pack, and we snagged a few fish. We caught 1 silver and 2 humpies, but I didn't know this when I went down there, but apparently it is illegal to snag those fish, which means if you don't catch them by the mouth and you just kind of hook them by the tail or hook them by the belly or hook them anywhere else other than their mouth, you can't legally keep them. All of the fish that I caught yesterday were caught because they got snagged by the hook and they didn't catch it in their mouth.
Oh, we got one. I don't think we caught it by the mouth though. So we got one, but we can't keep it because they didn't catch him by the mouth.
The only one that I did catch in its mouth was a humpy, which apparently is not the best eating, so I didn't keep it. We were looking for a silver, and we were looking to catch it by its mouth.
Oh, I think I had that one by the mouth too.
But sadly, I didn't catch anything. I did film a whole video up until that point, but coming home empty-handed and not having a plan for what I wanted to do for the rest of the video just didn't really work for me, so I decided to scrap it, and here we are today, driving to the port to drop off the van and fly home. And also to ship my van from Alaska down to Seattle, there's a bunch of rules I had to follow and a bunch of things I had to do. Like, if you'll notice, my gas light is on right now because I had to leave the van with less than 1/4 of a tank of gas in order for them to accept it and take it on the ship. I wasn't allowed to have any propane in the van. I'm not allowed to have any aerosols or compressed gas or anything like that, so I had to get rid of a lot of stuff like bear spray and bug spray. And then there were a few other things that I had to get rid of, and I'm just really hoping that I got rid of everything that's prohibited so that they accept the van, because I already have my flight booked at 12, so if there's anything wrong with dropping off the van, I'm probably gonna miss my flight. So I'm really hoping dropping this van off at the port goes off without a hitch. All right, so we made it to the port, but Apparently, this port is a secure facility, kind of like the oil fields were up in Prudhoe Bay. So I just had to go through security. I got my little tag, but we made it through, and now we're heading to the place where I dropped the van off. All right, so I just went into the office, checked in the van, got it all packed up, ready to go. Got my bags ready, and now we're just waiting for security to come pick us up and drive us back out of here so we can get an Uber. So I'll check in with you guys once we get there. All right, so we have made it here to the airport in Anchorage. I had to call the Uber from the security checkpoint at the place where I dropped off my van, so I couldn't record anything. And then I put my bag in the back of the Uber, so I couldn't record anything in the Uber. But we've made it to the airport, just made it through security, grabbed myself some coffee, and now we're looking for gate C1, which I think I see it. It's actually right there, it's the first gate. We have officially completed our journey here in Alaska. I'm flying to my brother's house in San Diego for 5 or 6 days while I wait for the van to get shipped, because it is Monday right now and the van won't be in Seattle until next Monday. So I'm gonna hang out there in San Diego and then fly back up to Seattle and pick up the van. This Alaskan road trip has been everything I could have wanted and more. It's been so much fun. And honestly, I think I might come back again, because this time I drove the Alaskan highway, and when I was in my Uber on the way here, the Uber driver told me that I need to drive the Cassiar Highway, so I might have to do another trip up here driving the Cassiar, kind of more towards the coast, in either my van or something else that I build out. But